Hello everybody, it's time for lesson 23. So good to have you here. This has been a good lesson, hasn't it? If you have already gone through, you know it has been a good one and challenging, especially for me. So the headline is, I can escape from the world I see by giving up attack thoughts. Now, this exercise actually made me quite emotional, and I don't know if that is just the day and that I'm just a little bit more emotional today, or maybe you have experienced something similar with actually looking at the thoughts of attack and being attacked, if that made you maybe emotional as well, like it did me. Nevertheless, of course, we do the exercise and we trust the process, right? So I really sat myself down at lunch and wrote down some thoughts that for sure can be classified as attack thoughts. But I did not just leave it at writing down the thoughts of being attacked, but I always, when I had one of those thoughts, went as well back and tried to find the thought of attack that is of course first coming from me. So in paragraph 7, it asks us to include both your thoughts of attack and of being attacked. So once I found a thought that was me being attacked, which are of course the more easier thoughts to find, right? I then took as well the time to find the thoughts of attack that would come from me. This lesson really goes much deeper today into the teaching that whatever we see as thoughts of being attacked is coming back to us from thoughts of attack from us, right? What I just said. So I really try to find the cause of the attack in the first place. And I really love the detailed explanation of cause and effect in this lesson. Most of the times we would see the world as being the cause, and the effect is us looking at it and having feelings about it, having an opinion, having a perspective, having a thought about it, right? So the world around us, everybody else, and everything that happens to us is the cause, and how we feel about it, how we think about it, how we believe about it is the effect. That's how most of us, and sometimes probably us still as well, right? Think about the world. But it says in the lesson that it's actually the complete opposite. So in paragraph 2, it says, there is no point in trying to change the world. It is incapable of change because it is merely an effect. But there is indeed a point in changing your thoughts about the world. Here you are changing the cause. The effect will change automatically, which is exactly what I just described. That we have to change our thoughts of attack if we do not want to be attacked anymore by whatever is attacking us in our world, right? And I really like as well the formula to change our reality that this lesson describes. So the formula says, first, we need to identify the cause. That is, of course, the thoughts of attack that we do have to identify for us then in the second step to be able to let go of them. And then in the third step, they can be replaced. And we are responsible for the first and the second one. We have to identify the cause and then actively let them go. Let those thoughts of attack go. And then they will be replaced. And that is not our job anymore. That has actually been taken care of, which is as well so nicely described in paragraph 4, where it says, vision already holds a replacement for everything you think you see now. Loveliness can light your images and so transform them that you will love them even though they were made of hate. For you will not be making them alone. Isn't this beautiful? I just love of how it's described, especially the first sentence. Vision already holds a replacement for everything you think you see now. So as soon as we identify a thought of attack that we are sending out into the world, and if we can then let go of it, then we see what is behind it, what is really there, because it's already there. We are just blocking it. And I think that letting go process, that was, or even the identification process, the first and the second step, made me quite emotional. Let me share with you actually one example of my exercise today so you can see how I approached it. It was actually my first thought that I've written down today, and it was very applicable to how my day went and what was going on at work. So the first thought that I've written down with the sentence is, I can escape from the world I see by giving up attack thoughts about having always too much to do. In that case, at my workplace. Then I said, well, that of course feels like a thought of attack on me. So like I'm being attacked. So where is my attack in this, right? So I dug a little bit deeper to find the next one, which is believing I need to have too much to do to be worthy, right? I think that I can't be, or I am not worthy if I don't have too much to do. I'm being busy and productive and deliver on stuff. And another version of that thought was not being enough or worthy if I don't do or accomplish enough. That is a quite common mentality that we have these days. It's probably our upbringing, but as well the change of the world and everything going quicker and quicker, and that we are just not worthy if we are not doing, accomplishing, having results, and just keeping busy, right? We always have to be busy. And this is what it's for me. This is what is coming up when I then complain and feeling attacked by the world by having too much to do, because I have thoughts inside of me that says I have to have too much to do, otherwise I'm not worthy or I'm not enough. So this, as you can see, this is quite deep. It goes quite deep, and of course left me quite emotional in that regards. But yeah, I'm glad I shared an example with you. Let me know if you approach the exercise similarly, if you have done it differently. How did you feel with today's exercise? Has it touched you similarly to me? I would love to hear from you. I would love to share experiences with you. And I'm looking forward to already moving on to lesson 24 and see you in the next video. Until then, bye bye.